Ain't working it.
What's up, guys? We are live. It is Wednesday night. We're drinking
here.
rum.
You're here.
We're hanging out
Welcome.
with all of you. We're so excited to have a really great time with you guys tonight. And we've got some news, some things to talk about.
We do.
We've got some updates for Rum Club. We got all kinds of things going on. I know some people have been asking about that. Like, what are we doing? What's going on? John, we see you.
Silence.
We saw that about 5 minutes ago, actually. We saw our messages.
What's going on?
And so we are catching up on
Believe
some
it or
of this
not,
stuff.
We've been working hard.
Yes.
We have.
Hard is, you know.
Well, we've been drinking rum.
We've been working smart.
Yes,
Okay?
there we go.
Working smart. Working things out here. Getting some things figured out, which we're really excited about. But I do want to get some hellos out of the way here as we do. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done it yet.
Just like
Boom! It helps us out a ton.
Helps us.
We
Helps
love
you,
it.
Helps everyone.
Absolutely amazing. And make sure you check out the links
I think
down
it
below in the description.
Lowers the carbon
Neutral
emissions
gases,
that we're using.
emissions.
Right?
I'm just saying words.
Yeah, I know you are.
All right, good deal. I'm on board. But we would love for you guys to check out the links down below to Just Drinking After Hours Facebook group, the Instagram, the TikTok, and that Rum Club, which we got a couple new members this week.
Yes.
We are super excited about that.
Welcome.
We got a couple new members this week.
Yep.
We're super excited about that. John, we see you. Dave, the Axeman, welcome into the crew. We are so excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys haven't checked that out, we got still a few spaces available. Check that out. We also have the Rumless Rum Club. If you're not in a participating area, check out our Patreon homepage. You can get in there as well. With that being said, I'm going to give a quick update. We're going to get some housekeeping out of the way. Rum Club, as you guys are coming in here, I know all you guys usually watch the beginning of the video. If you're not watching now, you will.
That's fine.
And then you get out, you know.
That's fine.
Listen to those guys any longer than I have to. Just a quick update for you guys. We had a couple of rum shipments set up, Bamboo Spirits, Reef Rum. So Bamboo Spirits ran into some shipping bottling problems. Reef Rum actually had a death in the family, which caused a little bit of an issue with them just getting this done on this time frame.
You know, now that you're telling the story, I'm wondering if it's us.
I hope it's not us.
I'm wondering if it's us.
So we've picked up the phone. We've made some calls.
Yes.
We are currently working on a solution. Tomorrow, I will be sending out an update to you all. We're going to be doing some stuff tomorrow and checking back in with people. But we actually literally just got off the phone like 20 minutes ago. So we are currently in the process of making something else happen, and we will update you accordingly.
And it's going to be good.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be good.
So,
Definitely.
and then obviously Reef Rum and Bamboo Spirits are still up for the game. We just got to get there, so it's going to happen a little later in the year.
They're taking the back
It's
seat.
going to happen a little later in the year, but we're going to get there. So we're very excited about giving you guys some opportunities. So we got another one on deck. So we're going to get it worked out. Sounds like there might even be some goodies added in there. We're figuring it out at the moment. And it sounds like for the first time ever, guys, we're going to get a company that's going to send full-size bottles.
Yeah.
It's a rumor. Now, I know I've said stuff, and I know we've been having cancellations, so that's all I'm going to say. And tomorrow I'll get you guys an update.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, I know it.
Jinx it.
I know it. I don't want to do it. So I'm it's
tired of it.
I know. So let's get some hellos out of the way. We got the crew hanging out tonight. Phil in the house.
Hey,
yes,
Phil.
there is only one video. Thanks for noticing. We only have one this week. We try to only have one, but for some reason sometimes we have two, but only one works. My Irish Valentine is here. Welcome in. Greg headed home. Glad that you're back here with Low Carb Cocktails. He's on there too. That's Greg's other channel there. Make sure you check that out. Low
Definitely
Carb
check
Cocktails.
out. Yep.
John, what's up, man? Hello from Vermont.
He's in Vermont.
From Vermont. Hello. We're happy to have you.
Does he ski?
We're excited for that. So we're just.
Are you skiing, John?
Yeah, Myers. I don't think it's the right time of year for that. I think you might have missed that window of skiing, and when that happens, and then we got Myers Valentine from Oregon. Yes, we've got some good hellos going on here. Mark G's in the house, all the way from Canada. We are super happy to have you here.
Canada.
That's how we say it here.
That?
That's how we say it in the States.
It is not.
That's how everyone says
no,
it.
It is not Canadian.
Canada. That's how we're all.
Where is that?
Canadians are from Canada.
God.
See?
I'm just going to stop right here and apologize to everyone out there.
We love that. Yeah, I love that. Welcome in. David Hendricks. Dave the Axeman Good evening. He's got
another new member.
Guess what Dave's got in the glass tonight?
Oh, what does he have in the glass?
He's
tonight,
got a little
Robert?
Panerai Mr. Fog.
Oh, very
The
nice.
Navy strength in the
Very
glass tonight.
nice.
Drinking classy
Very
tonight,
nice.
Dave. We love that. Phil, Star Union 5-year reserve here. Love that. Star Union represent. We love that.
Reserve.
That's a good stuff. Star Union representing. Love that.
We don't have that.
Mark G's got the Barcelo Imperial Maple Cast tonight. I saw those. I want one so bad.
Yes.
I want that maple so bad.
Yes.
We have not been able to get it yet.
I want to get it to do a head-to-head with John's Maplewood recipe.
Ooh, Maplewood versus Maplewood. I like it. I like it.
Head-to-head right there.
I think
John,
that would be
what do you
pretty
think of that, buddy?
Let's see here. Let's see. Chairman's Reserve Spiced and Diet Coke. I'll tell you what, John. Chairman's Reserve Spice is probably right now my favorite spiced rum because it's got that orange peeliness to it. Very elegant, very different.
Makes some awesome products.
Chairman's Reserve, if you're looking for an elevated spice rum, that's it. John's got it. We love that. Greg, Reef Rum is good. It is good. We like it a lot. It's pretty darn good. So let's see here. I can finally move up here off my screen and move to the channel screen. Tonight's drink, heart-shaped box. Oh, I can't wait to hear all about it. You know, my Irish Valentine's always making something good too. Greg's making good drinks.
Yep.
My Irish Valentine's always making cocktails. I can't wait to hear what that one's all about. I love that. Let's see. It's Copper Bottom Bear. Whoop, jumped on me. Bear Barrel rum in full bottles. Greg says, "Is it copper?" This is so specific. Copper Bottom Bear Barrel. Rum in full bottles. Now, first of all, I'm filled with so many questions, but I'm going to start with the obvious one here. Is it the barrel made from bear? Like, is that what it's made of? Because I can see PETA having a big problem with this. Okay? I can see some complications for Copper Bottom. Yeah. You know, and is the bear also copper bottomed? Like, is his bottom copper,
or is it just naked?
Or is it just naked? Right? Like, I don't know. Copper bottom.
He spelled it like
bottom bear.
B-E-A-R. Like
I don't know.
Bear, like
this is I don't know. It's just hard. It's hard to know.
I think Greg's been drinking.
I feel like there's a lot of open-ended questions here.
Yeah, I feel like Greg's been drinking again.
John says, "Good to be here. No snow." We're done with snow talk. Okay, it's 94 degrees outside. It's 94 degrees outside. We're not talking about snow. We don't want to talk about that. Terry's in the house. Welcome in, Terry. Hello, everyone. Terry. How is everyone tonight? I have Appleton 12 in the glass and chicken on the smoker. I love that. Oh, I'm going to ask you a very important question, Terry.
I know where this is going.
And,
I know exactly
and it is going to dictate my feelings towards you as a human being. And I just want you to know that no matter what happens in this, we always have the good memories we've had together, no matter what. Okay, Terry. What's your smoker?
Yep.
Who's your brand?
What's your brand?
What's your brand of smoker? What do you use? We got to know. We just got to. I love it. Myers Valentine dropping that delicious drink right in there. I love that. Keeping everybody updated with that. We love that. That is absolutely awesome. And of course, we have the infamous John Hasbrock from Just Rum hanging out with us tonight in the comment section. We love that. Welcome in, John, and we hope you are drinking some delicious rum tonight, as we know that you do very, very often. Right? In Vermont. Greg says it's beer barrel. Oh, that's so much less cool.
Different.
That's man.
I was hoping it would be like a bear barrel.
I feel like we just had the line was
very
here.
Anticlimactic.
Like we put it here and then we just came in here.
Like,
you know?
Disappointing.
I mean, that's still cool, but when you compare it to a bear barrel versus beer barrel,
totally different.
Shoot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Context is like, wow, what happened?
You know. Oh, I love it. Everyone's chiming in with their smokers. Let's hear what you guys got. Let's see. John Molesworth, Big Green Egg.
Oh.
Man, they're out of my budget. God, I think they're cool. I think they do a lot of good stuff, but they're expensive.
I got a buddy down south he lives and dies
by the Big Green Egg.
By his Big Green Egg.
It's well known.
And he actually has a business. I mean, he works his day job, but then he's got a side business where he does a lot of catering.
And he smokes food.
Big Green Egg. He's got like 4 or 5 of these Big Green Eggs.
Yeah, Big Green Egg, very well respected.
Very cool.
I see a lot of people cooking with them. I think there's a lot to love.
Shout out, Lauren.
There.
Thanks for watching. Shout out to you, buddy.
It's just a lot, you know. Like the spendy on that, I'm just like, I got rum to buy. You know, it's hard. But it's good to know, John, that you're living the high life over there. I love that for you. I think that's amazing.
That is awesome.
Greg says Mastercraft smoker. I actually don't know anything about Mastercraft.
I don't know anything about Mastercraft.
I don't think I know anything much about Mastercraft. You know, there's a lot of different brands and stuff. Terry's coming in with his
Weber
Weber Smoky Mountain. So Weber, I actually really like. I got some friends that uses the Weber smokers. I think they're pretty great. I think they've been pretty awesome. I'll tell everyone the same thing I got told when I bought a smoker is they're all going to smoke food. It's what you like, the details of it, and the customer service of the company. That's where it really comes down to, right? And they all do a few different things, a little more detail. It's just how you like to cook. So there's really no right or wrong answer here. You know, unless, you know, you say the really wrong answer that I'm just waiting for. But the Master Chef offset smokers. See, I'm not familiar with Master Chef. Absolutely awesome. I love that, though. We're Pit Boss guys.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. So actually, Robert got me. He bought a Pit Boss out on clearance.
I did.
One
yeah,
year.
good deal.
He got a hell of a
Actually,
deal.
my wife bought it for me, but I didn't really buy it.
Hell of a deal on it. And, you know, I've been bragging about all this food that he's been smoking.
Pretty awesome. Makes everything better.
He's like, you know, this professional cook.
I'm a professional cook now.
You know,
yeah, that's true.
All this type
that's
of
true
thing.
fact.
I'm like, you know, I've had some of his food, and it's like, yeah, you know, not too bad.
You know,
and I'm walking through a sporting goods store last year.
Yeah.
And saw this.
Was it Dick's?
It was not Dick's.
You seem like a guy that would shop at Dick's.
Do I?
Something about your persona just feels like you'd be a guy walking around Dick's like you're supposed to be there.
All right. Okay. Yeah, it was not Dick's.
Okay. Good to know.
But yeah, I was walking around and I saw the smoker that they had, which was like twice the size of his.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Someone's overcompensating. Look at him take it. Look at him take the camera. There's the first camera take of the night.
If it's twice as big, it's just twice as big.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's going to follow you because, gosh, it's not going to follow you.
It doesn't even know what it's doing.
It doesn't know what it's doing. Now it's just frozen over in the corner over here. It just doesn't even want it. Let's see if it takes me here. All right, we're here. We're here. I'm bringing it back for you guys. Keep telling your story, Royer.
Anyhow. So, I mean, with it being twice as big, and I was like, oh, hell yes. I've got to get this. And I got a tremendous deal on my Pit Boss. It was like, gosh, I don't know. I want to say it was $300 or $400 discount.
You got it. Yeah, it was off quite a bit of money.
It was stupid.
Yeah, you got quite a bit there.
So
pretty good
you
stuff.
have to watch out for those clearance.
Yeah,
I've been cooking with it all year. Oh my goodness, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it, love it, love it.
So I think Pit Boss, the reason I got on that one too, was the customer service. I actually bought mine, and within my first few smokes, I had something go out on it, and I called the company, and I literally had the replacement part for it with instructions on how to replace it 2 days later. Like within 48 hours, I had it mailed to me, and it was there. And then I replaced it, and everything's worked great.
And
since.
you know, funny thing is, just with your experience on that customer service, you
it's
know,
awesome to deal with.
Yeah,
they didn't question anything. They just
if you don't have good customer service, chances are you're not going to get repeat business.
Yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty awesome. So we love that. Anyway, we're on Smoker Talk tonight for whatever reason. Dave Hendricks says just the old Pit Boss. Dave,
yeah, baby.
We knew we liked you. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Smoked cheese, Mark. We love making smoked cheese. We make it every year. We make quite a bit. We love that. Now that we're done talking about smokers, okay, so that seems relevant, right? We got some news. We got some news.
Robert, do we?
So what I need you to do is, first of all, Royer, what are you drinking tonight? What are you drinking?
Hang on.
Because everybody get your drinks ready, because we've got a RIP. We got to do a shot.
Well, we got to do a shot?
We got to do a shot.
We're doing a shot.
We've lost someone. We need to get them back in it.
All right. Hang on.
Wow. Now you're shopping around. So while Royer's doing that, I'll give you the news. If you guys haven't read the title yet, Brian Wilson, the legendary musician and co-founder of the Beach Boys, has died.
Seriously?
Yep, has died today.
That was so sad.
He was 82. And keep picking your rum. If you do not pick a rum, and if you can't be sad yet, you can be sad when you pick a rum. That
makes me very sad.
Well, you can be sad when you pick a rum over there, okay? Then you get to be sad. Till then, You pick a rum. Goodness gracious.
Because
this guy over here just
don't
stalling for everybody.
Well, I know what I want to have is I want to have what we reviewed tonight, but I can't.
Mark's over here. Are we going to talk trash talk about Kansas and Oklahoma again? Yeah. We're going to try not to tonight. Okay?
We're not going to do that.
Try not to talk bad about anybody
joke.
else. We made some jokes at the expense of Oklahoma and Kansas. That did happen.
Did it?
Oh my gosh.
So in remembrance of Brian Wilson, I'm going to have some Don Pancho 18.
Ooh, it's very yummy. It's very yummy. I like that. That's very awesome. So yeah, he was 82. For those of you who don't know, he's one of the co-founders of the Beach Boys, singer, songwriter, performer, obviously. And he was born in
That's too bad.
Yeah, so sorry, not born. He passed away today, which is very, very sad. We obviously lose a good one. Beach Boys. I grew up listening to a ton of Beach Boys.
So yeah, me too. So in case you're not familiar, my wife and I actually have a bucket list, and it is the Kokomo song by the Beach Boys.
Yeah, forever remembered. So I'm pouring a shot up to Diplomatico. We got it here. We're gonna do a drink. So for anyone that wants to join us, I think I gave you enough time. I hope I gave you enough time. But this one, to the fallen.
Yes.
We lost a good one. Brian Wilson. Thanks for the music. Thanks for the memories, and we'll keep listening. Tremendous.
Well, it's pretty damn good.
That's pretty darn good. Let's see here. So why didn't you tell about smoked cheese? Nobody's going to tell you about smoked cheese, if it's a secret, But now you can bug Royer about it because Royer makes smoked cheese now.
Yes.
So he's got his smoke tubes and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The cold smoked cheese.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Delicious.
I made a mistake of hot smoking cheese.
Yeah.
I tried to do it on the smoke setting with the door open. Try to do.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You ended up with kind of
people do it. People talk. They say in cold enough weather, like they do it.
You can do it.
It's a terrible idea. It's terrible. So not worth it. I hated it. It was dumb.
Huh.
Yeah. It was just started melting through the bars.
Oh, what a mess.
And so
what a mess.
It was kind of a mess. I didn't like it, even on that. So anywho, cheers to Brian. Thanks for following along on that.
Cheers, Brian.
I do want to talk about a little bit lighter of
good.
Here.
So we started off with the heavy.
Yeah, we got that out of the way. We got
heavy stuff.
Plus, we get to do a shot. So I think that's what Brian would want. Okay?
I do too.
That being
really sad though.
That being said, okay, we got some good news going on here of Dictator Rum. They're moving on to Austria. They're taking
these guys right here.
They're doing the Austria market. So the Colombian rum maker Dictator. For those of you from the Austria area, they are moving into Austria. So we got Dictator spreading out their wings, getting out a little bit further. So we love to see that. That's pretty great. And also, I just thought as a fun fact for everybody that everybody should know is that when you think of the highest point of a state, you think of a pretty high spot, right?
Okay.
But as John Hasbrock has pointed out, Iowa doesn't really have a high spot. Okay. And I have a picture of the highest point in Iowa.
Really?
So for those of you who are ready to see the high, you know what? I'm going to bring it up on here so you guys can see it. I just want you guys to see it. Highest point. It's going to be better on here. Don't do it yourself. Okay. It's just cooler if we can do it. Okay. It's pretty great. Okay. I'm just telling you right now.
Is that it there?
You're gonna love it. It's gonna be absolutely amazing.
Are we?
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's a good thing here. I just gotta find. All right, perfect. This is a good picture right here.
In Iowa.
It's in Iowa. God, what is wrong with your mouse? All right, I'm using this. I think your mouse died.
Too.
I think your mouse died. Terrible. Oh my gosh.
You probably broke it.
Probably. That probably happened. All right, let's get a screen share going on. Let's get a screen share going on. Here we go. Search images. This guy here. All right, share it. Here we go. Check it out. There it is. So this is it. It's, by the way, in a cornfield. I don't know if you guys could guess that. It's literally in a cornfield. All right. And as you can see by these following images down here, this is it with the corn actually grown. I love that. Look at that. That just looks nice. It makes it look a little higher. Here's it with the corn down. Okay. But there's a little thing there for us to stand on for the highest point in Iowa.
So where is this at?
It is Siouxland.
Siouxland?
Attraction in Siouxland. That's what it says. That's what it says there. I actually didn't look that part up. I don't know. It's got to be like Sioux Center, Sioux City. Sioux City, right? Somewhere over there on the west side, somewhere like that. I don't know.
Which is ironic because I always felt that the highest point
makes sense
in Iowa was actually on the northeast.
Think so?
Yeah.
Nah, I would.
Yeah.
Well, Decorah,
Yeah.
I feel like Decorah could have done it.
Yeah.
That it does seem like that. Anywho, I'm coming back.
This is fake news.
I'm going to take you off. We're going to get rid of this.
We're getting way sidetracked here. This is a rum channel.
It's
not a geographical channel.
Well,
It's like, what are we doing?
I don't know about all that. That's a lot of information.
Excuse us, we've been drinking.
John Hasbrock says it's a roof. The highest point in Iowa is on somebody's roof. That's probably true.
It's on the Holiday Inn down 380.
You know what I think is funny is that's obviously on some farmland. There's a farmhouse somewhere there. The farmhouse is probably higher than the highest point.
Well,
you get on the roof there.
The silo.
The silo on the farm
is higher.
You're higher than the highest point. Look at you living large in Iowa. What a great time. That's awesome.
Huh?
I love that.
Who's ever helped raise a barn?
Mount Trashmore in Cedar Rapids. Yeah, that's fair. That could get it done. Cedar Rapids, Mount Trashmore, they're dumping stuff there. There's definitely Hawkeye Point. Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
What this is called?
I believe that's what the actual monument is called.
Hawkeye Point.
Huh. Yeah, corn grows at 1,670 feet flat. Yeah, exactly. I love it.
John loves it here.
Very far northwest, he says. Is it on the northwest over there? Mark G's finding more geographical stuff. If it's
so funny. So it's got to be over there by Sioux City, right?
The sandy Iowa beaches, Phil says. The lowest point is the sandy Iowa beaches. Absolutely. I think the lowest point might be Wells Fargo, honestly. Or not Wells Fargo, but Fargo over there. Our Council Bluffs might be the
we go.
Yeah, Council Bluffs might be the lowest point.
It's so funny because I knew what you were striving for.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
You couldn't get there.
I think the lowest point might be Council Bluffs. So doesn't get much lower.
For lots of different reasons.
No. We love you over there in Council Bluffs, but it's tough.
Shout out to Modern Matriarchs.
Modern Matriarchs out of Council Bluffs.
Yes.
It's a tough deal. It's tough deal of the cards over there. Let's see here. So I'm caught up on all that. Sorry, I was getting off a lot of geographical news. Very good.
We're talking about funerals and.
You want to make it better?
Oh, jeez.
Are you ready for the news to get better?
What are we doing?
Yeah. Should we make the news better?
I just want to remind
Listen.
This channel. So when we do our lives, we never know. I never know what he's going to talk about. He never knows what I'm going to talk about.
It's true.
And I swear to God, this is just like hanging out at the bar.
It is.
At your neighborhood bar.
We're just talking about stuff.
You come on in, and there's always a couple of idiots
that are just chit-chatting at the bar. Make you smirk a little bit.
Right?
That's us.
That's us.
That's what we're doing. Yeah. So then we bring these topics in because it's one.
I just wanted to clarify
related or rum related.
Had any high expectations of the educational experience that they might actually have.
First of all,
this evening.
The mistake was you thought you were going to have an educational experience. Okay,
yeah.
So just kidding. PBS. This is an educational channel. So let's get into another great piece of news. I can't wait to hear your reaction on this one.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Security guard pleads guilty to theft of $56.69 rum. Wait. It gets better. Okay. This is a heck of an article.
No, I want to make sure.
Security guard. Can we even trust our security guards anymore? They're supposed to be protecting things.
That's what
they're
paid for.
And now they're getting taken things. First of all, and they didn't even take anything that was really that high value. Like we're talking $56 bottle of rum. That's expensive. That's an expensive.
I mean, that's a good bottle.
It's an expensive rum.
That should be a good bottle.
Okay.
Right.
But at the same time, if you're going to put your job on the line and your freedom on the line, you should probably be looking for a little bit more of a higher end item.
That bar up.
I mean, I'm not trying to give advice to anyone to do anything illegal. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that.
Here's your leader right here.
No, you shouldn't do that. Okay, I'm just saying.
You're doing it wrong.
I'm just saying There's probably some more high. Like watch Fast and the Furious. They do it right.
They do it right.
They steal way bigger stuff than that. Anywho,
that notion's 11.
And they don't go to prison, which is pretty cool. So police arrested this man. He was 44 years old. He was a security guard.
What state? Where?
That's
do we know?
I don't know. It's
Kingstown. Florida man?
Where's Kingstown?
Kingstown.
I've heard that. I don't know. It's in Kingstown. But he stole a 1 liter bottle of Sunset Strong. It's a 1 liter bottle of $56 bottle.
I mean, Kingstown. I mean, are they talking about Jamaica?
So it's a supermarket in Kingstown. The offense was committed. That he stole. Where would that rum go? By the way, he had it here. I just had it. 1 liter bottle of Sunset Strong rum, valued at $56.69. He pleaded guilty to the offense and was fined. Get this. Okay, guess how much the fine is for stealing a $56 bottle of rum? It gets better.
Oh, okay. So it's either going to be higher or it's going to be lower. But the way you're presenting it, I'm going to venture a guess is probably actually lower.
So yeah, he stole a $56 bottle of rum. Okay, that would have been nice for the guy. $500.
$500.
So he had to pay. Pleaded guilty, so he could pay $500. So now, because he didn't want to spend $56, he's spending $500 on top of the fact.
Keep the rum?
Hold on, no, I don't think. Well, he might have drank it.
What the hell's just happening?
Look at that. Royers just zoom in. Got to be close. Now, on top of that, here's the worst part of it. He also has to spend 3 months in prison.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So $500
in jail, but like
prison. 3 months. 3 months in prison.
So is it Kingstown?
Okay. So that's what it says. So $500 and 3 months in prison that's not worth it. That's so not worth it. You could just join our rum club.
You think?
I mean, if you're going to spend $500, just join our rum club, and then you get a bunch of different rums. You don't just get the one. It's a pretty cool thing. I think he could have made better decisions. It doesn't seem like good decisions.
There's a Kingstown, Michigan.
Yeah, it could be Michigan. Could be Michigan. That seems very Michigan-y.
Oh, we're throwing that out there.
That seems like somebody from.
Oh my God!
You know where I think they were really from? They're probably born and raised in Muskegon over there. Okay, they went over to Kingstown.
Here we go.
I'm still sour about the.
I apologize for
the Clark Cup final over here. So I'm still sour about it. So I'm going to talk crap about Muskegon, Michigan, because I can. Because I have a YouTube channel and everybody will listen to everything I have to say.
No, they won't.
Shout out Wedding Singer. It's like the best. So I have the microphone. I have the microphone and everybody will listen to what I have to say. Boom. I love that. So good. So good.
I love that.
Oh, man. So, yeah, in case you didn't catch it, Royer's got the Don Poncho 18 tonight. I've got the Diplomatico.
Delicious, by the way.
De Familia in the glass tonight. Also, if you haven't seen today's video, we did the Mahina.
We did.
We did the Mahina, the Hawaiian rum. Mahina. Okay.
So, yes. And I believe John Hasbrook has some experience.
He posted a picture.
He posted, yeah.
He has this bottle.
He sent me a picture. He's like, is this the one that you're talking about?
It is. It was like, oh my gosh,
yes,
I have it.
Fine, sir. It is.
I love it. Let's see here. Irish Valentine says, that is hilarious. Iowa is so flat. Our highest point is 11,249 feet, which is a little higher than us. By a smidge.
A little bit.
By a smidge.
But you know what, Oregon? Our corn is better than your corn.
Oh my gosh. We throw down. We throw down for that.
There you
we
go.
Make the best corn in the country.
There you go.
In the world. It's made right here. We love that. And it's not about size. It's about the value of the height of that.
Yes.
As we all know, it's not about how big the highest point is. It's about the quality of that highest point.
Wow, you sound like you're trying to compensate for something there.
I'm just saying.
Not sure.
I'm just standing up for Iowa.
Sure.
I'm just
standing
up.
It sounds like you're trying to compensate.
I'm just standing up for Iowa here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Working.
Okay. Yeah. All
See
right.
that?
I'm feeling something different.
Do either of you know what you're going to talk about ahead of time or just winging it.
We completely wing
so here's the thing.
the whole time.
Roy, we wing everything. That's a great question, Greg.
The reviews,
everything. So far on this show, the only thing we have ever talked about ahead of time, ever, is the top 10 thus far.
That's true.
The only thing we do a list for, we talk about what we're going to talk about, we want to hit on and all that, is the top 10.
Yeah.
Because we know it's our biggest video of the year.
Basically, it's really just the list itself.
Well,
That's what we talk about.
Yeah, the in-between isn't really, we just make sure we have
We don't really talk about, we don't have a script. We don't have anything.
We have like a guideline that we follow of like, we want to touch on these points.
That's it.
And however we get there is how we get there.
But even that, we don't even talk about. We just know.
We just know what it is because we've been doing it for a while, and we just do those things.
Yeah.
But like, it's not like written down anywhere.
No.
There's no like business.
There's no rule book
for
on this channel.
Okay, we don't have a model for the way these are made, especially these. But like,
But if we had a model, her name would be Cinnamon.
Oh my God!
I'm just saying.
Where are these coming from? What was that?
I'm just saying. It's
probably true.
Right?
Just gonna drink a little rum on that one.
I'm just saying.
Wow. Thus again, we have no idea what we're gonna say. This is just us. Like we said, and we say this all the time. This is the exact same as you guys joining us at the bar, and we're just talking at a bar.
We are who we are.
I look up some articles, some rum-related news. We have some topics to kind of build off of, but really, this is all freehand. We really are just saying stuff.
It is.
Speaking of stuff that I came up with ahead of time, okay, I thought, what's the number one thing you do with rum?
Drink it.
You drink it, right? But what else can you do with it?
Cook with it.
What else can you do with rum? And so what I wanted to break down.
I cook with it.
Right, you do.
So I've made basted turkeys with it. I've basted hams with it. I have made multiple delicious rum cakes. True?
Mm-hmm.
True?
I can validate that.
Yeah.
That's 100% true.
Yeah, so I love cooking with rum.
Yeah. I love John says, you mean the top 8 and my 2? Get out of here, John. You don't know. We got some contenders, okay?
We do have some contenders this year, John.
We broke out the big guns. We went for all of the best rums we could possibly find this
that we
year.
could afford.
Yeah, that too. I love it. We're making you laugh so hard. That's our job. We love that. That just means we're doing what we're supposed to do.
The rest of the world can wait.
Who has the best ranch dressing? We've talked about this before. I mean, yeah. Whoa. Back up, Terry. Back up, Terry. Okay. First of all, I don't think we really make ranch here other than like we buy ingredients and make it.
I've had ranch in Miami. It's just not the same.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's not there. I agree with you there.
My experience.
You're a Hidden Valley guy.
Yeah.
Right? Hidden Valley.
Yep. I like Hidden Valley.
If you come out to the Midwest here, like there's a grocery store, Hy-Vee. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but I like their products. I think they make pretty good products, and I like their ranch. I'm pretty sold.
You like the Hy-Vee ranch?
I think Hidden Valley is a good.
Matt would appreciate
that.
Yeah, shout out to Matt.
He is a manager over the liquor store over at the Hy-Vee Wine and Spirits. But I think Hy-Vee's ranch, whatever they're blending together over there, that's a good pizza ranch, good
pizza ranch. No,
chicken.
Do explain the pizza ranch thing to all these fine people.
We put ranch on everything here.
Let them know. Let all these fine people out there know exactly what it's like.
It's heavy. Eat. It's the best
in Iowa.
It's one of the reasons we're 10 pounds heavier than everyone else. But we dip everything in ranch. So you chicken nuggets, fries, pizza, our vegetables all go in ranch. Now Hidden Valley is a great vegetable ranch. It goes on salad, carrots, celery, all that good stuff. Yep. I love Hidden Valley for those types of things.
Now what about hot wings?
Hot wings, Hy-Vee ranch. Like that.
Hy-Vee ranch. That's what you would go with.
If you're going with meat.
Okay, so
pizza,
I myself, I'm gonna tell you right now. I've never had the Hy-Vee ranch that I can possibly recall.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious.
Wow.
So I'm going to have to
Your life
actually
sucks.
Go out.
I am so glad we're not.
I'm going to do side by side.
I love that
test
of
the
Hidden Valley
and Hidden Valley.
I love that.
Right?
I like it for that. I think it's really good. I just like it for more things like pizza and meat and all that. I like the Hidden Valley for vegetables.
I just want to do it so I can tell you that you're doing that wrong.
Yeah. This is where tiramisu. I don't think we put ranch on tiramisu. Not quite. Almost.
It's almost that bad.
Ranch on corn tastes like. It's actually not bad.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad
pretty
actually. You think that's a funny joke, but we do that. It's actually pretty good. You'll find a lot of people do that here. Actually, we like it. Love that. You're just making us look bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it's like
we do.
We don't need any help on that.
We do. Let's Marzetti Classic Ranch. Greg says he's got the Marzetti. You got the fancy ranch there. I love that.
Well, we don't have Greg's money.
Yeah. Greg, we'll have Greg's money, obviously. Okay, we'd buy that.
Greg's flexing there a little bit, isn't he?
Yeah, I love it. Oh, rum in the tiramisu. That makes so much more sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that goes great. Love that. Do you guys have Renee's Caesar dressing in the States? Not that I'm aware of. I don't know that brand. Renee's? I'm not familiar with it.
No.
Blues Myers Valentine. Listen, this is bold, okay? Blue cheese dressing has its place.
You know what?
But say it's better than ranch.
I'm gonna jump in here. I'm gonna chime in here right now.
Really?
So yes.
Let's hear it, Chief.
So there was a very good restaurant here many years ago, long before this young man was even born. They made their own blue cheese dressing. Oh my God, was it?
It has a place. I'm not saying it's bad stuff.
It was so good that actually made me want to have a salad.
But better than ranch?
Oh, it was like 10 times better than ranch.
Really? You dip your pizza in it?
Nino's.
You dip your pizza in it? Your chicken nuggets?
Yes. Everything. Cheerios. Sign me up.
Cheerios.
Toast in the morning.
First of all, I'm going to make you a bowl of Cheerios and pour some ranch on there.
Nope, it wouldn't be the same as Nino's blue cheese.
It'd be so much better.
It would not be.
So good in the milk.
That was the first time that I had gone to a restaurant. So I was there with my wife and my folks. And they took us there. I think it was our anniversary or something special. And we went there, had a wonderful meal. And with that wonderful meal, I got a nice salad with this blue cheese dressing on it that's house made right there. And
can I take a pause for a second?
No,
are you sure?
Because I am telling you the story.
Can I commemorate this moment though? Because we're on a rum channel. This is the most passionate I've heard you talk about anything.
Oh my God!
And you're talking about blue cheese dressing right now.
I am absolutely 100% hands down talking about blue cheese dressing from Nino's restaurant in Waterloo, Iowa.
It's tremendous.
Hell yes.
They're not even around.
They are not around anymore.
It's not even a thing.
But it was a house-made blue cheese.
Wasn't that good? Apparently. God.
So this was the first time that I loved it so much. I actually talked to the waitress. I said, this was a magnificent. I love this blue cheese dressing. I'd love to take some home. And she's like, well, we do sell it.
Boom.
And I was like, I never realized. Oh my God.
And you didn't buy enough to keep them in business.
I didn't. I tried. It wasn't for lack of trying.
What a jerk.
Well, I tried.
You're probably the reason they closed.
Bought cases of that stuff. Holy buckets.
Love it.
That stuff was good.
Next Rum Dog Millionaire will have ranch dressing in it. It might. I'm not a ranch fan, but it does belong on pickle pizza with bacon, right?
Oh, that sounds actually kind of good.
We do cheeseburger pizza. We do cheeseburger pizza. That's almost John has brought. It's almost the same thing as what that. We just add it has sausage on top, and then it has a hamburger meat on top with pickles and bacon.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing. It's just cheeseburger pizza. Blue cheese is trash 100% of the time, Mark G. I love it. I love that. Blue cheese is trash.
Trash.
He thinks Nino's makes trash blue cheese dressing.
If they were
Mark G
around,
specifically saying,
you know what,
your blue cheese dressing
I promise you this. If they were still around,
they would still suck.
Nope.
That's why they're out of business.
I would go buy a quart of that. I would send it to you, and you would be like, "Oh my God, thank you so much for your." I changed my mind. I love blue cheese. Blue cheese is the shit.
Okay. Well, I'm going to move back to what we were talking about here. Is we obviously drink rum, right? But what else can we do with rum? What else can we do, right?
Okay, so we're back to your article. Okay,
Yes.
we really went down a deep rabbit hole.
We did. So you touched on a few of these,
Okay.
But I want to give you guys some ideas that you could do with your rum that maybe you weren't thinking about. And no, it's not running your car unless you're using Stroh 160, which we still don't recommend, but you know,
these guys
it's pretty high octane. But we have some uses here. These are 10 things you can do with rum other than drink it. Are you ready?
Really?
First of all, you can
prevent
use
scurvy.
Yeah, well, that's drinking it still.
Oh.
You got to drink it to prevent scurvy, but that is true. That is true. A marinade or glaze on meats such as pork or chicken, right? You were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Or, like Royer said, make rum-infused desserts such as rum cakes, rum balls, or rum caramel sauce.
There you go.
Right? Royer's over here doing that. Mix it into your cocktails or punches. I still think that's drinking it. Still think it's drinking it. Use it to flambe or deglaze dishes for added flavor.
Whoa.
Hey, you get the high octane, the Stroh 160, you light it up.
Or the Bacardi 151.
Right.
Or the Cruisin' 151.
Exactly.
Yep.
Hurricane proof, Cruisin' hurricane proof. Get some good stuff. So make rum flavored whipped cream to top dessert. So you don't actually put it in the dessert. You make it into a whipped cream and then put it on the dessert.
I've never heard of that.
It's not bad.
Has anyone out there ever heard of
that? You guys
that?
making whipped cream with your rum? That seems like a good idea. Excuse me. I think that's a great idea. I like it. Gave me the hiccups. That's how excited I am. Incorporate it into homemade sauces or dressings. Okay.
Done it.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
Yep. Been there, done that.
Cooking.
Adding it to baked goods such as pudding or cookies. You ever made rum cookies?
I've not.
You gotta make rum cookies. I think that's a good one.
Done that.
It's a good one. Rum infused ice cream or sherbet. Got some options there for
So
dessert.
I will say this. So Doc Brown's really bad rum. This guy right here makes some of the best rum that goes with
rum cake.
Actually, vanilla bean ice cream. Vanilla bean ice cream.
Got me on that.
I couldn't believe it. So when we got to know and when we started to get to know Doc and his wife, and they would do these rum presentations and stuff at stores and liquor stores and all this type of stuff. And sometimes they would bring in some ice cream, some vanilla bean ice cream, and they would put just a little bit of their rum with it as a topper. Oh, and we tried that. Holy buckets, that was good.
Holy buckets,
man, that was good.
We love that. You can make rum infused fruit salad or salsa. I haven't tried it in a salsa.
I have not tried that.
Or number 10, use it as a base for homemade flavored extracts such as vanilla or almond extract. So you can use it as the base for those. If you're making your own vanilla extract, use rum as the base. Seems like a viable plan to me.
Shout out, Bamboo.
I love it. I think it's heading down the right track here. I was just thinking, what are some of the other ways people are using some of the rum products for not so obvious reasons?
That brings me to an interesting question.
Yes.
What is the most interesting thing that you've ever done with rum?
Ooh.
Right? Put it out there. Let everybody know. What is the most interesting thing that you have ever done with rum?
That's good. I'm excited to hear this.
Right? I would love to hear that.
Yeah. Yep, I definitely would love to hear some of those stories. So I definitely want you guys to share those. I want to get into some comments here. We got a frozen screen. Hold on. Hold on. It's it's just your mouse. Your mouse is dead.
What did you do to
my
mouse?
Is dead. Let's see here. So I'm going up here. Only prevents scurvy if you drink it with lime. Gotta have lime.
Oh yeah, you gotta have lime. Yeah,
gotta get that.
Definitely
need the vitamin C. Mark G says. Yes. Love that. Use rum in my barbecue sauces. Heck yeah, Terry.
Yeah, there we go.
Really bad rum makes a barbecue sauce. That's pretty good. Star Union Navy Strength makes Slat Robert Good whipped cream. Phil's making the whipped cream.
Oh, nice.
We love that.
You had me at Slap Robert.
Greg, yeah, we can just stop there. Greg, rum raisin ice cream. Absolutely.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, use rum to make Fallernum. Right? Yep. All your cocktails, all that good stuff. Love that. I soak pineapple slices in rum, cinnamon, and brown sugar and slow cook them on the barbecue, Mark G says. That's a good idea.
Oh,
that's
that
crafty.
Sounds delicious.
I like that. That's crafty. We're doing some good stuff with it.
Sounds delicious.
I think that's pretty great.
So
Yeah.
when can we come up and join you for?
You know,
dinner?
Mark was ready for that. Don't threaten
I'll
him.
bring my own ranch.
You know he's over there like, yeah, let's
And
go.
blue
Where are you
cheese.
guys at? Why aren't you here? I'll bring the blue cheese
I'll bring the blue cheese right up to you, buddy.
and cinnamon.
Oh yeah, our new model.
Our new model, cinnamon. Apparently that has to be her name. I love that so much. I really do. We've had so much. There's actually a video. The Mahina. It has a pretty big cut scene that I'm going to share with you after the show. That I think is pretty funny. It actually had a bonus clip that went into the show.
Okay.
There's another clip that's meant for just.
Oh yes, I know. I'm sure I know.
And by the way, I cut it and saved it for you.
Yeah,
so you can
thank
watch
you.
It.
Thank you.
I think it's pretty funny. And it's not going to make the YouTube, but
thank you for that.
I wanted to make sure you knew that.
You know what? You could share that with everyone when I'm dead and gone.
Yeah, when you're gone someday
at my funeral.
I'm saving these videos in an archive.
At
and
my
we can
funeral,
just slowly
you can share that because I know exactly which time because I remember that.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, you somewhat remember it, I'm sure. But it's pretty good. You know, when we're making videos.
Kudos to you too, because I want to say, oftentimes I have a lot of fun being a parent, and I love making awkward moments for my kids and my son-in-law.
Have you ever made an awkward moment for me? I feel like I've only made your life more awkward.
I love making awkward moments for them because sometimes I say certain things that might just make things a little bit awkward, and I love it. I love it.
You know what I'm still mad about?
What's that?
Is that, and this is completely off topic, but
were we on a topic?
But I'm still.
What are you doing?
Look how serious Royer looks right now. Oh my gosh.
What are you doing?
So serious. But I applied for a job to work under you, and you denied my application before I got an interview, which I was really upset about, by the way. I thought that was absolutely ridiculous that I didn't even get an interview. I'm obviously freaking qualified, okay? And I didn't even get an interview with you, which I found very hurtful. Mostly because he knew I wasn't taking it seriously at all, and I wanted him to be in a room with his peers, and I wanted to do an interview with him and put him in a very uncomfortable spot.
Yeah, trying really hard for that.
I actually took the time to fill out built a resume, filled out an app, sent it all in, just for them to tell me you're not interested.
Yeah,
that's
I
upsetting.
understand, but you understand that I've worked there for almost 35 years.
I'm gonna submit.
I might know a few.
I'm gonna submit a new application with a fake name. Big Molasses.
Big Molasses.
Who's this guy named Big Molasses?
Big Molasses.
That seems like a guy we should hire. We should bring him in for an interview.
Shout out Joan.
Yeah.
Shout out Joan. Thank you for making that application disappear. I appreciate you.
Filled that out on a whim after just drinking one night. It was pretty good. Loved it. Oh my gosh. Adult pineapple spears soaked in coconut rum. That's awesome.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah. Mark G says come anytime, gents. You just got to come up north. There's a lot of people in Canada inviting us, by the way. I just wanted you to know, Mark G is not the only one on that list.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There's another Mark.
Some good people.
There's another Mark who wants us to go up there.
Yep.
Right, for cocoa rum.
Yep.
There's Rum Rats who've been trying to get us up to Canada for a minute.
Get in touch with them.
Yeah,
Steven up there.
They keep telling us to come up to Canada with them, and we got I'm sorry, Below the Salt.
Oh yeah, Below the Salt.
Is it Below the Salt? Am I saying it right?
Yeah, you are absolutely saying.
Been drinking a little rum, but so they've been wanting us to come. There's a lot of people wanting us to go up to Canada. Why are we not there?
We need to take a road trip.
Road trip. It's actually not that far away.
No, it's not, especially from Iowa.
We could get there.
Actually, they're closer to us than Florida is.
Yeah, we go to Florida all the time. That's way further away than Canada. Yeah. Does Mom know about cinnamon? She's going to in about 45 minutes. So it's going to be good.
Who asked that?
Phil did. I love that. Big Molasses that opens bottles like a caveman. Right? Big Molasses over here just ripping bottle tops off. What is that method, by the way? For you guys that watched the video today, absolute anarchy. Like, I hate it so much, but he does it all the time. And then he's like, I can't get this open. I'm like, because you open it like you've never opened a bottle in your life. Like, you've never even seen a bottle.
That head off.
What are you even doing? Like, this looks terrible. But anywho, welcome anytime in Vermont. We got to go to Vermont. I heard good things about Vermont. Sounds beautiful.
Well, especially the skiing.
Yeah, skiing in Vermont. We got to make enough money to go skiing in Vermont. That sounds like a really rich person thing to do.
I know, right?
Like over here in Iowa, to be like, really I spent my winter skiing in Vermont. Vermont. Yes. You know, if we're skiing, we're probably holding a bottle of rum as we're going down the mountain as we're doing it. So, anywho, Rum Rats is an hour from my place, Mark says. Below the Salt is an amazing spot near Cape Breton. See, Mark G goes to all these spots. He does all the things. Okay?
Oh, my
He's doing all the things, you know? We got to go to Canada.
We've got to go to Canada.
We go
do
to
you have your passport?
I do. I don't have a passport. I should really get a passport.
You should.
It's on my list of things to do. You know, we go to Rum Rats. We invite Mark over. We have a great time.
Oh, that would be great. Mark, would you hang out with us for a while?
Mark is definitely going to hang out with us. Okay.
You're assuming.
We're crashing at Mark's place.
You're assuming.
We're going to set up a tent in Mark's place.
Oh, please, can we do it in January?
Set up the tent. We're going to be out there. It'll be great.
Because I've heard it's really warm in Canada.
Meet you at Star Union in Peru. We got to go. I do want to go. I do want to go to Star Union.
I do want to go.
I think Star Union's got some great stuff going on.
I want to go to Peru.
Don't need a passport to get to Star Union, Peru, Illinois.
Oh.
So use rum to meet people. We've met more people through this. We meet all of you. We meet all these amazing people. All this cool stuff.
I love this journey.
You know, we get to do the rum club. We get to meet distillers. We get to go out and hang out with you guys. We've met several of you guys.
Find people right here. All you find people right here are the reason I love doing this channel.
Yeah,
truly.
Yeah,
hands down. I love doing this channel.
By the way, I love this. Mark doesn't specify that he has room for us. He specifies that he has 2 spare rooms, so I don't have to sleep next to you. Okay? He knows better than to let us sleep next to each other. Like, separate these guys. Okay?
Thank you,
don't put them in the same room. Okay.
Thank you, Mark.
When we go to a hotel, we have to stay at opposite ends of the hotel.
Yes, we do.
We hate each other.
Part of that is because you get drunk and you end up at a different freaking hotel.
One time.
All together.
One time.
Oh my God.
One time.
Okay, so Jesse, my son, and I we had a long day. We had a long day. we had a little bit to drink.
Top 5.
We had
top 3. Top
3.
Top 3 drunkest times of my life.
Yes.
For sure.
Top 3
for
definitely.
Sure.
And so we've got a hotel which is like close to a casino and that type of stuff.
Yep.
And Jesse, my son, and I, are you
gonna land this plane?
We might be out back enjoying possibly a cigar. Possibly. I'm just saying.
That's terrible. It's bad for you.
It is. I've heard bad things.
Yeah.
So we might have been. I'm not sure. I don't really remember because I was drinking. Anyhow, but we're out back. And young Robert.
I'm back there too.
He's back there too. And he's like, hey, I'm tired. I'm going to go up to the room.
Yeah, I was done.
And both Jesse and I were like, okay, hey,
we've been drinking since 10 a.m.
We'll see you in the morning.
It's literally
we'll see you in the morning.
Like 1 a.m.
I am not making this shit up. Dead serious. So hey, we'll see you in the morning.
Look.
So a couple hours later,
it was. I just want to give context. It was 1 a.m. and we had been drinking since like 10 a.m.
But that is true.
Like it had been a long day.
That had been a long day. Okay. And again, shout out to Modern Matriarch. Thanks, Doreen. We had a wonderful time.
Best time.
Yeah.
Count the bluffs of all things.
Anyhow,
top 3 drunkest I've ever been.
So so Jesse and I, we stay outside and we're kind of sitting by the river, kind of listening to the nature and stuff, and then possibly enjoying a cigar and yet a rum.
Yeah, we've been here. Where are we going?
And so he says, "Hey, I'm going to bed. See you in the morning." And so he heads up.
I did head up.
If I remember correctly, Jesse and I, like, I don't know, a couple hours later, we actually head up to the room. And as we're heading up to the room, I'm like, I hope he was able to find his way back to the room. He had a key, and I'm hopeful that he, because I am responsible, and I am a little concerned for him. And I'm like, well, I mean, really, I mean, what it boils down to, my wife would literally kill me if I let something happen to this guy. Not to mention my daughter. So I'm a little concerned as we head back up to the room, and so we get to the room, and were you even there?
I was there. I was there. I was out.
Yeah, okay.
I was out.
Yeah, he was out.
I made it back.
You made it back.
So you,
but by way of a neighboring hotel.
So
he went back to the wrong hotel. He did remember the floor that we were on.
I remember.
So he went to that floor.
I did.
And he couldn't find our room. Well, he couldn't find a room because his key wouldn't work.
So here's
thank God.
Yeah. No, there was no room. It wasn't there. I didn't even try to get into somebody else's room. So
Are you sure?
I don't remember. We're on like third, fourth floor of a hotel. Okay. So first of all, here's what I remember. And there's a lot of gaps here. So I'm just going to fill it in with what I remember. But I left. I tried to get into the building immediately behind us, which I'm presuming was our hotel.
Yes, it was. And he couldn't do it.
All the back doors were locked and my key wasn't working and I couldn't get them open.
You had to walk around.
So I had to walk around the building to go in.
They were trying to keep the riffraff from entering their hotel.
They did a good job. I didn't make it in.
Yeah.
So I went down and I kept walking and kept walking.
There's two hotels right next to each other.
Missed. Apparently, there was a way to wrap around through the middle of these hotels, but I missed it. I just kept on going. I went down to this other hotel, and I found my way around front and in. And I go in, and I make my way up to whatever floor we were on, and I get there, and I'm looking for our room, and it doesn't exist. Like, the room's not there.
Didn't you end up taking a nap, like, on a bench or something?
So I sat down on a bench and fell asleep on this bench. And somebody woke me up, asked me if I needed help. And,
yes, he does.
And I ended up telling them I'm looking for my room. Told them the room number. They said that room's not on here. Like, we don't have that room. Said, okay. I showed them my card for the key or whatever. And they said, that's the hotel next door. Oh.
Well, that explains it.
All right. That makes perfect sense to me. So I wrap myself down, end up making a pit stop in the gym.
Oh, my God.
At their gym in their hotel. They had a very nice gym.
Very nice.
I got lost, and I ended up in their gym.
I'll stay there next time.
I was in the gym. I didn't work out, but I was at the gym. Ended up finding my way out of the gym, and then ended up back at our hotel, which I made my way up and into bed and to bed. So I made it there. Just so you know, I think I could have confidently made it if I didn't have to walk around the building, but I got disoriented and lost, and I was very tired and frustrated, so I needed a power nap to get me the rest of the way. So it did happen, though. That's a real story.
That bench, huh?
Thank God for that bench. That's a true story. I was fed. I was ready to sleep on that bench.
Again, shout out to Modern Matriarch in Council Bluffs, Iowa. Thanks again, Doreen.
If anybody's going to do it,
fantastic time.
Iowa Distillers sure know how to get you there.
Oh, yeah. Hell yes.
So, I love that. Let's see here. Meet you at Hurling Hatchets. Dave, we got to do that again.
Oh, yes.
He's been talking about that.
I want to do that.
I've been so freaking busy lately.
I know, yeah.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy thinking having a kid makes you busier than you already were. I don't know. I didn't know that was going to happen. Weird.
Yeah, me either.
Surprise.
Had no idea.
Surprise.
Had no idea.
I love it. Dave, one day they will set that up. Mark, we got it. We do need to set that up. Royer looks like a snorer. He is a big snorer.
Oh yeah,
snorer. He's a locomotive. Okay, it's true. Why is Jesse your son some of the time and Robert's brother-in-law others? Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Depends on the story we're telling, really. Strawberries just starting to get ripe in Vermont. Having your first strawberry shortcake tonight. Eager to make a tropical standard frozen strawberry daiquiri this week. That's awesome. How great is that? What a hookup. Amazing. That is awesome. I love that. Sounds
amazing.
I think that's pretty awesome. I think that's a pretty cool thing. So, all right, I'm gonna catch back up here, going back down. Let's see. You got a good conversations going on. Good conversations. Look at this Canada travel we have going on that we've never been to. Have you been to Canada?
Yes, I have.
You have been to Canada.
Yes,
where did you go in Canada?
Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Yes.
Is it nice? Did you like it?
Yes, I
had
did.
a good time?
Very much.
Good stuff.
People are awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to North Shore and saw a Canadian flag.
It's almost like the same thing.
It's basically the same thing. Went to a casino, won more money than I'd ever won at a casino. I felt very Canadian-like. They were very giving.
Good people.
Good people up there.
Good people.
It was good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Well, that's it for tonight, guys. We're hanging out. Rum Club members, tomorrow we will get an update out, and we have some things in the works. We'll get you all caught up to speed on us here tomorrow.
We do have some things in the works.
So, as we have had, but we've had a couple of speed bumps that have blocked 2 for 2 now. So we're gonna get it out. Obviously, we always get it out. It just sometimes takes a little finagling. So
a little frustrating.
We're right there with you. Hang with us here for a little bit. We'll get you an update on what's going on.
Yep.
And we'll get some stuff
and
out.
We might actually be sending out an email with somewhat of a little bit of a questionnaire as well.
Yes, so there'll probably be a little questionnaire involved as well.
Yep.
Probably not tomorrow, but coming up. Could be tomorrow.
Could be tomorrow.
Could be tomorrow. I don't know.
Don't really know.
We'll
We've
see.
been drinking tonight.
Yeah, I'm not going to commit to that. Well, you'll get a questionnaire as well. So we like to ask you questions. We like to know things about you.
Yes.
Pretty simple questionnaire. What's your social security, your driver's license, credit card numbers?
That is not correct.
All that
is
good
not
stuff.
correct.
No big
Might
deal.
be like your birthday, your shirt size, those types of fun things.
What was your first childhood pet's name? What's your mother-in-law's maiden name?
What's your Amazon password? No, those are not going to be the questions. Oh, my goodness.
I love that. So we appreciate you guys. We have a ton of fun doing this. You guys are the best rum community in the world. Thanks for drinking at the bar with us. It's the highlight of our week. And we really love you guys. Thank you so much.
I love hanging out with this
guy. The banter is great. You guys are so much fun. Well, I don't know what we would do without you guys. So thank you for keeping us alive over here and just having a great time. We're looking forward to the future endeavors. And we hope you guys have a really fun week going into the weekend here and have a great time.
To each and every one of you.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. So with that being said, Royer, let's get them home safe.
Always drink responsibly. Never drink and drive. And no rums for harm during the making of this video.
Not at all. We'll see you next time, guys. Hold the phone.
Whoa.
Mark G said, I'd drive to Iowa in a heartbeat. He tried to slip that in there while the show was ending. Where you at, bud?
Really?
Set a date. Let's do it. Not in August. Don't do August.
We'll have you on the show.
Not in August. Don't come in August.
Don't come in August.
My August is blocked.
August is blocked.
Please don't come in August.
Heavily blocked.
But I'm just throwing that out there. You made that here at the end. What are we doing? What are we even doing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Get in touch with us.
Yeah.
If you want to come to Iowa,
Let's
you
do
let
it.
us know.
Let's
We'll have
do
you
it.
on the show.
Yeah, we'll put you in the finest motel in a cornfield you've ever seen.
It's called a tent.